Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'm going to let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in the between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds, starting with dun, 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 the real OV. SPC Jordan King. Chris Dinkins, what's up? PYT, Judge. Norm, go jet yourself. A. Norm, go jet yourself. A. Mo City in the building. What's up, Jay? Jay the Scorpio. Earl Riley, what's up? Is that frog face? Well, you got to be really confident in yourself to call yourself frog face. Honey, baby, what up? Jonathan David, NYC, bend over. Look, fam, I'm going in. I see you, Vegas. I'm going in on this one. I just want to say, fam, that when I hear women say that the pick of the litter is pretty thin around here for men today, I gotta kind of agree. A lot of these dudes, they just, you can blame it on lack of having a daddy in the house. You can blame it on a absentee mother or whatever. But ultimately, we all have to be responsible for our own actions. At the end of the day, we're all responsible for our own actions. So we got some streamers who saw B. Simone at Target, coming out of Target, and they decided to follow her and harass her. One of the dudes is like, "That's B. Simone." That's how he was sounding too. "That's B. Simone." I couldn't link the video, fam, because it's their video, and so they have the right to contact YouTube and report me and say I'm using their stuff. If you don't show them in a good light, yeah, they will come after you. So if you want to look at the video, I saw it on, I think I saw it on the Neighborhood Watch on IG, Neighborhood Talk. But anyway, fam, it ain't important, fam. You can pretty much imagine what it looked like 3 or 4 youngsters, look like they're in their 20s though, not kids, not babies. These dudes that look like they're in their 20s, like mid-20s, right? And they're like, "That's B. Simone. Oh man, y'all, it could have fooled me." They holding the leg. Me. Well, stop acting like you fell off. That's what they told B. Simone. Stop acting like you fell off. This is why it's necessary to pack that heat. The zest was strong in this video. This is why it's necessary to pack heat. Harassing someone because they're famous and because you're trying to get some likes, you're trying to get some views. So you decide you're going to harass a person. And it's people out there, fam, that think just because you're a celebrity, that they get to harass you. Now I get it that if you're a celebrity, people are going to, try to approach you. They're going to maybe want pictures, autographs, and stuff like that. Somebody being respectful, that come with the territory. But somebody being disrespectful, no, man. It might come with the territory, but that ain't never going to be acceptable. That's never going to be acceptable. And I'll tell you something else, fam. Most of the time when you have these type of situations, it's usually a fan. It's usually a fan that's tripping. And that's because a lot of times they just don't know how to communicate. They done found themselves in close proximity to somebody that they admire their work or whatever. And a lot of times they don't even know, they just don't know what to say. And so they go to default being disrespectful, saying anything. It's really uncomfortable for them. And the way life is, if you don't know what to say or what to do, you better know what not to say and what not to do. Because not knowing what not to say or not to do can get you in a major jam. These dudes were straight up weirdos, following this woman around, yelling at her. Yo, let's be some mom. Let's be some mom. Oh, man, God. Ooh, hey. God is good. He was cussing, God is God good and all this type of stuff. T.K. Kirkland once said, who raised you? Who raised you uncivilized mutts? You're just not joining, fam. I'm talking about a group of male streamers who followed B. Simone to her car after spotting her inside a Target. And they just started harassing her. Let me explain something to you, fam. Just because somebody is a celebrity does not give anybody a right to invade their personal space. This internet has already gotten a number of people killed. It's already gotten a number of people, it's cost a number of people ass whoopings they'll never forget. It's already done that. We have plenty of examples out there. But the problem is these platforms award bad behavior. So it's like the more ignorant you are, the more low frequency you are, the more you stand out. Like being disrespectful, being uncivilized is the quickest way to the top these days. Used to be the quickest way to the top was to work there, is to put the work in. That used to be the quickest way to the top. It used to be the quickest way to the top was to have some talent. Like usually when you saw somebody and they was a celebrity, somebody said, that's a celebrity. You knew what they did. You know that, that's a singer, that's an actor, that's a rapper, that's a politician, that's a ball player, that's a commentator, an analyst, a host, talk show host. You knew they had a talent. Well, now, since the advent of the internet, you don't have to have a talent to become a celebrity. All you have to do is pick up the phone, go live, and be an uncivilized mutt. Just act like your ass ain't got no home training. And as long as you're the type that don't have any self-respect, you can make yourself known. The only problem is that usually your luck run out. Your luck, well, not usually, but always, the luck does run out. What keeps uh, the birth of uncivilized mutts alive, the new birth of uncivilized mutts alive, is they look at other low frequency people who may have had a pretty good run at being low frequency, and they look at them as the example. They don't look at all the other people. They don't look at the carnage left behind with all the other people that tried that same thing, got their heads knocked off. They don't think about that. They just look at the guy on top that's had a pretty good run at being uncivilized. And eventually he get his too, or she get hers too. It always go down like that. It always go down. But the thing is that some of these dudes ain't got nothing else going. So they'd rather risk their life trying to get some attention. They'd rather risk their life trying to get some easy money, some quick licks, because they don't care too much about life. They don't see themselves being old and gray, having grandchildren and aging gracefully. They don't see that. So they just trying to make a quick lick like right now and live it all the way out. Like right now, just get it right now. You got some dudes out there, they just crash out so hard. They just want to be able to post a video or some photos of themselves on social media just one time where it looks like the world acknowledged them, where it looks like they're being acknowledged at least one time. They spread the money out on the bed. You know, they want to be able to spread the money on the bed. They want to be able to put all of the designer stuff, lay the designer stuff out on the bed, or put it on and show themselves in it. Just one time. They can do that one time, they'll spend the rest of their life in jail if they can just have that one moment. If they can have that one moment, they're willing to trade the rest of their life in jail, or they're willing to trade getting their head knocked all the way off for that one moment. Just goes to show you they don't have any other talent. Well, I'll put it like this. Most people do have some type of talent, but that talent may not get them where they want to go as fast as them being, uncivilized. Talent takes time to curate. So, it takes time to develop. So you might, a lot of these dudes, they lazy. So they don't want to develop their talent. They don't want to put the work in. They don't want to get up and hump. They don't want to do that. They want to take the low fruit. So y'all know how that go. Oftentimes when you take that shortcut, you get your head knocked off. And I'm going to tell you this, the shortcut, everybody looking for the shortcut, but the shortcut is the work. That's the shortcut. Putting the work in, that's the shortcut. I had to learn that the hard way, because I used to go out and get it and come back with it. But I had to learn the hard way. The shortcut is the work. Because every time you jump out there with all that old slick shit, man, it always come back on you. Now you got to start X amount of steps further back than you was when you first tried to do something slick. You was already on your way. You might not have been where you wanted to be, but you was already on your way. You was doing good. At the very least, you didn't have a record. You didn't have no jacket on your back. At the very least, you didn't have a song out dissing the dead. So now you can't go nowhere. You can't go nowhere. You can't put your face on a flyer and show up, because you're going to get your head knocked off with that mouth. So these dudes, they run up on Simone. They run up on B. Simone because she's a woman, number one. Because, and I'm not going to say they wouldn't have ran up on a man, but they wouldn't have ran up on a real man, like a real dude, like a real one that'll put something on their ass. They wouldn't have ran up on that type of dude. Yeah, they're going to run up on one who they think is weak. If they think he's sweet, he food, they're going to run up on him. They ain't going to run up on no solid cat because they already know what come with that. These dudes are straight up weirdos. And I guarantee you, if you go and meet their daddy is a weirdo. China Carter, what's up? What's up, Ray Ray? This one in the hat to the right on the screen, oh, he was the primary instigator. So that's B. Simone coming down the elevator at Target. I'm assuming that's Target. That's these guys on the right, they're standing in front of Target. Outside. I think this is when they were outside, I believe. In any event, you know, just running up on people, just thinking you can run up on somebody just because they're a celebrity, you're going to mess around and get your head knocked off. When I was running for public office, I had a dude run up on me, trying me with all that old corny stuff they do. Fool, look, dude stand up and to talk, right? He stand up to talk, and he started like, "Why are you trying to get us to vote? And ain't no change and da 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 da." So security like jumped him and like, "Hey man, shut up!" You know, they shut him down real quick. You know, they handled him like Donald Trump security be there. Get him out of here, get him drag him, grab him like this. I was like, no. Me, I'm trying to be fair and shit. I'm trying to give him a chance. No, man, let him talk. Let the dude let him talk. So he started talking and then started like talking down to me. Man, I walked up there. You got me messed with you. You got the wrong one, partner. I had a suit on and everything, fam. Sheila Jackson Lee was there, you know, former Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, R.I.P. She was there. Sheila Jackson Lee, when it was over, Sheila Jackson Lee was like, I guess he don't know you from the hood too. Some of these dudes be tripping me out. I'm like, what you thought I was doing before I started rapping? You think I just popped up rapping? You think I ain't went through the trenches? I ain't had to go through anything? I ain't dealt with cats way more formidable than you. Like these dudes on the internet, they're not even close to the cats that I had to go through to get my stripes. They ain't even close. They're not even close to being formidable. All they got is this. They ain't got no record of, no documented history of being a real street cat, no documented history of being respected in the streets or none of that. They just wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm gonna target real ones. I'm gonna find somebody everybody respect, and I'm gonna go after them. I'm gonna talk bad about them, and that's gonna make people think I'm real, because you gotta be real if you're talking about him because he handled business. But what they banking on is that buffer called the internet. Nice safe distance, make sure you don't go to certain places, woo, woo, woo. And they banking on that internet and that digital footprint. Hopefully that can keep them safe. That's what they banking on. And if they go out, they got to spend a lot of money on security because their asses are scary. They can't go nowhere alone. So these dudes is as corny as they come. Let's be Simone. That's how they was talking. Let's be Simone. Oh man. Hey, didn't know. Shit, man, don't put it on me. Who the hell taught y'all how to talk? They must have enrolled in at Barney and Big Bird University. Larry Lowe, what up? Kenyatta Ali. Ray Johnson, why are you being flagged? Who's being flagged? What are you talking about? Dayton, Ohio in the building. What's up, Larry Lowe? Mark Warren, Milwaukee. Yeah, so anyway, fam. Yeah, these dudes something else. Like I said, yeah, mainly this dude in the white hat. And I think somebody else said something about the other guys was giving him props. So if the other guys was giving up props, I stand corrected. But you know, this dude just it be Simone. Why you trying to act like you fell off? Straight up, just goofy. Goofy. One of these days, I don't know when it's going to happen, but one of these days, these goofy internet dudes who be popping off all the time, one of these days, it's going to get to a point to where it's going to be a total green light for all their asses. It's already a green light when they get out of pocket, and they already know that. That's why they hide so much. That's why they duck so deep, and they run around with 100 security guards spending all that damn money on security. But They probably spend more money on security than they spend on their mortgage payments if they got a house. But one of these days, it's going to become common, just common. Every time they pop off, them teeth just get rearranged. That's my time, fam. I appreciate y'all joining. I got more videos coming today. So look out. Okay, one more. Let me see what we're looking at here. Let me take this off. Let's see. Yeah, we got a few more videos coming up today. Who is that? Corey, what's up? Helen Rosenthal, what's up, Helen? I see John Cortez, Dale Murphy. Get it by all means. That's what's up. All right, Nick, what's up, Nick? Who's that? Steph the Brat, Jeffrey Hatcher, Netta. What's up, Tammy Ward? CC, what's up? All right, fam, that's my time. I appreciate y'all joining the live. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.